Hi, everyone, and welcome to this virtual New Year's reception of the European Greens. I hope you're doing well wherever you are sitting. I hope you have something to drink, maybe something to snack, because we have an amazing program for you today. We are here to celebrate the Greens' successes, see what the challenges were in 2021 and how we reflected on them. Also, we are here to talk about the future, talk about this year, and see what the plans are for 2022. If you want to share anything online, I would advise you to use the hashtag Greens New Year 2022. Then we can find all the posts in the same place. Maybe you remember me. I am Dana. I hosted the council. Remember? Yeah? Okay, good. I'm happy you remember. I am a stand-up comedian, but I like to be here and hosting events for the European Greens. Of course, I'm in the cultural sector, so my life was a little bit chaotic in 2020, 2021, but we were getting there step by step. I have my show, if you want to see it, Princess Guerrière or Warrior Princess. I also have a talk show, and I think maybe coolest thing in 2021, I am friends with Anuna de Wever now. How cool is that, right? But enough about me. We have a super exciting program for you today. The lineup is cool. Evelien Huytebroek and Thomas Waits, the co-chairs, of course, they are here with me in the studio. They will share their reflections on the past year and also their vision for this new year. After the speeches, you will be the first one to see what is coming up in 2022 for the European Greens. Many activities where you should take part. From February until December, the European Green Party's strategy takes shapes in many virtual and physical events, projects in corporations, with member parties, innovative projects, campaigns, podcasts, movie screenings, and so much more. It's so exciting. 5 years after the Congress in Liverpool, the biggest physical Green Party family gathering is again taking place in real. Can you believe it? I'm so happy for you guys. Where it will be, I will not say it yet. It's a surprise. You will discover it in 20 minutes. So I'm sure you will be here in 20 minutes. You know, if I say it now, maybe you will log out and go away. And that's not what we want. So big surprise. Stay connected. But what I can tell you is that, we have maybe another surprise for you. Because what would an European Green Party event be without culture, without art? And today we have such a special guest. We have someone that I personally love, so that's why I'm so emotional. We have DJ Rokia Bamba. She's amazing. She's an artist, activist, DJ, and I think most of all, she's an amazing human being. And I will have the chance to do a little interview with her, and I'm so happy, and I'm sure you will enjoy it too. And finally, at the end of the program, it will be 7:15. Fingers crossed, we have no delay. Those who want, you can still hang around. We will be on, I don't know if you remember it, the platform Wonder Me. Yes, that's where we will be. So be sure to go there. The link is in the comment on youtube.com that you know, of course. It's also in your mailbox. You should check it. We also put it on the Facebook event on the website of this New Year's reception. And if you have any problem, no worries, no stress. There is always someone from the staff who's there to help, to navigate if you need any help, and also try to reload the link. You know, sometimes it helps. Last but not least, on behalf of everyone of the European Greens, I would like to say thank you. Thank you so much for donating and for supporting the artists of today with your donations. It's such a beautiful gesture. If you still want to donate, no worries, you can still do. There is no deadline. The deadline is at the end of the day. So if you want to donate, there is also another link for that. So be sure to do it. I like to repeat it, but the cultural institutions were hit so bad. It was open and then closed and then open and then closed. It's the worst toxic relationship of my life. But donate and support us is always a very nice gesture. And now for me, it's time to introduce the co-chairs. First of all, we have Evelien Huytebroek. She is the co-chair. She's part of Ecolo. She was the president of it. She was also a member of the Brussels Parliament. She was regional minister of the environment, local councillor of Forêt, and she's still the president of BRAS. And next to her, there will be Thomas Waits, co-chair, of course, member of the European Parliament from Austria. He likes to focus on sustainability and agriculture. Please welcome Evelien and Thomas.
Dear friends, we can't hide it. 2021 has been a difficult year with the ongoing pandemic and the health crisis. We had to face fundamental concerns, including access to vaccines and healthcare for all, as well as international solidarity with the poorest countries. Another growing concern is the impact on our mental health and what the future looks like for young people and children who are going through an unprecedented crisis. A crisis that will leave marks, a crisis that unfortunately is not over yet. We also want to recognize the enormous efforts from healthcare workers over the past 2 years. We must reimagine the health sector and meet the need for more resources, investment, and recognition. The health crisis and climate crisis are global issues. Both crises are strongly linked and remain top priorities for us, European Greens. But despite this difficult time, the Greens have intensified their presence in Europe, are stronger at all levels, from the European Parliament to cities and regions. Of course, we will remember our comeback in the German federal government with important portfolios, which will, without any doubt, have European and global repercussions. But 2021 has also seen the arrival of Greens in government in Scotland and Bulgaria, and demonstrated that we are a credible and stable alternative, as in Austria, for example. And with all our Greens in government, we are managing competences such as environment and climate, but also social issues, gender equality, minority rights, the fight against corruption, and foreign affairs. At the local level, we have more and more Green mayors, local and regional councillors who have taken on the challenge of a sustainable transition for cities, towns, and regions, whether on issues of mobility, planning for public spaces, or the reintroduction of biodiversity locally. We have very concrete examples of success and so many amazing achievements.
And big achievements we reached on the European level as well, together with civil society, with the climate movement, with Fridays for Future, with the whole society that stood up for climate issues. And this caused a European Commission proposing a Green Deal, which was relatively ambitious. Even we know that in terms of global warming, we need to be even more ambitious than that. But still, the Green Deal was a good step forward. But now what we see is that the industry pushes back. And let me take some examples, like the current discussion around taxonomy, where it's the question, what kind of investments get a green label, so are labeled green bonds. And there, suddenly, the Commission coming up with a proposal to include gas and nuclear into the taxonomy, where even people from the investment sector are calling the Commission to withdraw that proposal, because it's very clear that this kind of product will not be trustworthy and will not trigger private investments into the transition where we urgently need them to invest into wind, into solar, but sure not into gas and sure not into nuclear. But there's also a question about democratization of our energy system. We see that there's a big push of the centralized energy providers to grab a big share of the public funds to actually set up huge structures like big solar landscapes, covering land, partly arable land with big plants, rather than investing into citizens' households to put solar power panels on their roofs and to make citizens energy producers and create an added income, or to look closely at the so-called insulation offensive, where we insulate houses also with public support, public extra money going into these efforts combined with the private house owners to insulate, to reduce energy bills, to actually support our citizens. And reducing energy bills is a key word in the moment as we see skyrocketing gas prices. But this doesn't come from somewhere. This is a clear sign of a pushback. It's a strategic weapon that is used against the Green Deal. Very much also from the Russian side, playing a game here to stop the transition towards renewables in Europe, because this would mean that we're not sending billions and billions of euros for gas and oil to Russia anymore, financing their illiberal regime they're having and financing indirectly their military activities, which are threatening Europe. And there's a real fear on the ground that this could end up in a new war on European soil. And if we talk about Russia, we have to also talk about the influence on our democratic procedures with, hybrid war kind attacks, cyber attacks, investments into fake news, investments into far-right parties that are disturbing our political environment, steering the debate towards the right, towards the populist side. And this attack on democracy, we have to push back. And unfortunately, Russia and Putin have found an ally or several allies within the European Union. We have to talk about Hungary, where also our Green member party united with the whole opposition, really all the opposition parties to one united list to finally beat Orban in the next elections. Because Orban, he will meet Putin next week, as far as I know, discussing Russian investments into a nuclear power plant, Paks 2. So Russian money, Russian technology, and a Russian dependency that we are creating here for us European citizens. And we have to be very aware on what is going on here, because this virus of illiberal democracy or illiberality is spreading across the Union, affecting countries like Slovenia, where we're having a new group on the ground. Vesna is called Spring. It's basically people from civil society, the leaders of civil society that are fed up with that move to the right and with the move to populism and are finally standing up for green issues in Slovenia, also in elections, also in April. It will be a very decisive moment for the green movement. But also Poland, it's not so much linked to Russia, but very much linked to illiberal democracy, to an attack on justice, on media freedom, but also very much on health and sexual reproductive rights. So a direct backlash when it comes to abortion. And this is unfortunately also a backlash that we see in the European Parliament. We had the elections of the president and vice president last week, and with new President Metsola, who is, let's say, relatively progressive for an EPP candidate on many issues like migration and so on, but she is clearly against abortion. And just in the week where she was elected, several MEPs from EPP, so from the Conservative, came out and openly spoke out against abortion rights of women. So we're back at the debate that we had in the 70s and many of us thought will never come back. But what was even more shocking is that the Social Democrats, the Conservatives and the Liberals, they all packed up against the Greens, had background deals when it came to vice presidents, were sharing the posts between themselves and outruling the Greens, all three of them, which actually honors us because it shows that all three are aware that we are eating part of their electorate and more of their voters are turning to a green alternative. And I think this is something that should encourage us. But last but not least, actually I would say, biggest downside of last week was to finally find out that all three of them supported an ECR candidate. This is the not totally far right that we have in the European Parliament, basically members from Polish Peace Party, and they supported a vice president from a Latvian party that is celebrating together with SS commemorations, actually highlighting the heroic activities of German SS against the Russian occupation in the Second World War. And this was really shocking in the last week, but unfortunately, that's not yet the whole story.
As Thomas mentioned, a challenging reality that we must face together is the rise of the far right and conservative forces occupying important space on the political spectrum. And this is not only a reality in Hungary or Poland, but everywhere in Europe. Unfortunately, they are getting electoral successes that endanger our democracies. This leads to traditional parties radicalizing their narratives to attract far-right voters. Far-right supporters no longer hide their beliefs and openly declare their following of fascist values and principles. On the other hand, we, the Greens, we continue to fight as the real democratic alternative that advocates for transparency, citizen participation, and openness. This year, we have two major electoral moments for Greens in our fight against conservative and far-right forces. Hungary, Thomas mentioned them, and their collective fight against Orban. And then there is also the presidential election in France. We recognize how much these elections can impact the future of Europe. The French presidential election will be decisive, not only at the national level, but at the European level as well. Our colleague, Yannick Jadot, together with his team, has started his campaign with strength and determination, whilst continuing to defend ecologist values. Bonne chance à Yannick et Europe Écologie Les Verts. There is no doubt we will follow these elections very closely. And wherever the far right arises, we will continue to work closely with those tempted by the far right rhetoric, restoring trust, listening, rebuilding bridges between people, offering perspectives, being on the solutions side. This is the role of the Greens. I want to end by saying a few words about a sector that is suffering enormously during the pandemic and that we have supported since the very beginning. It's the cultural sector. Culture remains a way to emancipation, to expression, but also to pleasure and creativity. And tonight, we welcome friends from the cultural sector once again at our New Year reception event, and we will continue this commitment to culture at our future events. This year, we will bring people together for plenty of exchanges and debates, together with our member parties, but also with the civil society and the NGOs. And today we are already excited about our 2022 Congress, which will, without doubt, be an important step towards our 2024 European election campaign. In the meantime, take care. You can count on our support, and we hope to see you again soon, because we all need real human contacts. You will see a video with our future activity. You will see how exciting it is. And we hope we will do that together. And we all wish you a very, very happy New Year.
Now with me, I have the honor to be sitting next to someone that I really love, and it's DJ Rokia. Nice to have you here.
Thank
I will
you.
switch to French whenever you want to, so that you can just be like feeling at home. We already knew each other.
Yeah.
We have had an interview moment, but I think I am able to talk to you every single day. First question, how are you?
Wow. That's the question.
Yes, exactly.
I'm feeling good. Very good. It's the sunshine on my heart.
That's
In my
beautiful.
heart. And I have I know that I'm lucky now during the COVID time to work not every day, but to do whatever I want to do, and for myself and for the others. And for me, it's the best gift that I can give to everyone who love music.
Because some people may not know you, but I'm sure you will get to know Rokia very well. You're a DJ,
Yeah.
and we see you more and more in the Belgian scene.
Yeah.
Outside of the Belgian scene, you're on the radio, you're on Bros, you're on Radio Campus. I see you in so many parties. It can be LGBT parties, underground parties, popular parties.
Yeah. I'm unique.
You're unique. You're unique. You're wonderful.
Yeah.
And how is 2022 presenting itself for you this year?
Good. I'm a little ashamed to say that, but but I know that I'm lucky, and I take the luck. And for me, it's very important to do whatever I want. Because I was working for a long time for others, and now I'm working for myself and for my child, and we are very happy. They are proud of their mother because, they are teenager now, and then they go to school and they say to their friend, "Yeah, my mom is a DJ. She's fucking badass." Beep.
what are
Yes, she's fantastic, and for my child, it's very important to be representative. And to have the capacity and the ability to show them the best way to do whatever they want to do, and also what they want to be. And there is no board. There is no limitation, and there is no checkpoint for them.
And what are the values that you want to give them? Not only to them, but also in the DJing world, but also in the world in general.
Yeah, the respect of themselves first, and after to the other, and to believe in themselves too, and to be proud of themselves too.
Is it something that you missed?
Yeah, a lot.
How come? Is
A
it
lot, because I'm I'm a black woman, and unfortunately, it's very difficult to be. It's very difficult. You have some kind of walls, invisible walls and visible walls, and it's very perturbing when you always have to fight about sexism, about racism, about homophobia, everything. And I think that I'm in the intersectionality, and it's difficult to have in front of you someone who doesn't like you, who love you. You don't have to love me, but
I do,
doesn't
though.
like you because you are black and you are a woman, and it's very difficult to fight about that. But with times, I'm 48 soon, years old. And I think it's to be patient. It's good to have the time, if you want to have the time, to explain. And to be humble and to be proud. And when you are proud of yourself, there is no doubt. So you can answer to the question.
That's so beautiful and so inspiring. Is it correct if I say that the things that you mentioned now are also part of your work? So it's important for you to, can I call you an activist?
Yeah, I'm an activist. I'm an artist and I'm an activist. And for me, both of them is a kind of duality. And I have to do all the things, not have to, but I do.
Of course.
With these feelings in my body, in my heart, in every part of myself. And I'm a beat maker, I'm a composer, I'm working for a lot of colonial museum, and it's very hard to be in the museum.
And how do you process these, I imagine, intense emotions?
Yeah.
How do you use them? Is it through the music?
It's through, the music. And I think that if I don't, if I have the possibility to do this, I have to do this. Nobody can do this better than me. I know. That's it. Because it's a kind of privilege. And I know that's my privilege now. I didn't have a lot of privilege before, but now I have this kind of privilege. So I can open the door, not only for me, but for the others. And that's a point. That point is very important for me to not I don't want to be a selfish woman. I want to do a lot of things for not only for me, but to have to have the possibility to open the doors for the others, for my sisters, for my daughter.
It's beautiful. And do you think that the world is moving forward in a good way or a bad way? I want to know your vision on the future.
Wow.
Hey, you know me, right? You know I ask difficult questions.
Wow.
Is it a positive vision or is it a negative vision or in between?
Both. In between. The world is moving slowly. And we talk too much. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. And we have to stop to blah, blah and to do. That's it.
That's beautiful. And on your agenda, where can we see you in 2022?
In the Biennale of Dakar.
So you're going to Senegal?
Yeah.
Is it the first time you're exporting yourself outside of Europe?
The second time. I was in Benin, and then I do artist perform in Benin, and now I'm going with my comment on dit ça? Premier couac.
You can say it in French.
Ouais, mais je le trouve pas en
You
français.
don't find it?
Oui, collectif.
Go
Voilà.
with a collective.
With my collective, Trouble Archives, and we're working on colonial
Matters.
images, and I made a lot of sound, a lot of noise.
And does it have a special meaning for you to be in that continent, or for you it doesn't matter where you are in the world?
No, it's my mother continent. It's my father continent. I'm from Africa, so definitely it's a part of me. And for me, I'm very. It's easy to play in Europe or even in America or. Because I know how to do, but it's very exciting to don't know how to do and to do something for the first time.
I understand.
It's a little bit exciting, and you're not in the same things in a sort of routine. You know, I don't love routine.
And my final question is actually in two parts. What can we wish for you this year, and what can you wish for the world this year?
Happiness for me, and for the world, peace.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for your always beautiful and wise words. You give off so much positive energy. I feel revived. And now we have the chance to see you perform. We will give you a couple of minutes to install your DJ set and then enjoy the spark you give out. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Dina.
You so black. When you smile, the stars come out. You so black. When you born, the God come out. Black is not. Black when it's wrong and black when it's right. Black is pyramids and mathematics. Black is melanized in magic. Black is televised and in need of drastic black advancement. Black enhances, black with chances, black with privilege, black with pride, black on purpose on the black hand side, black and beautiful, black and blessed and highly favored, praise the Lord, black and blessed, black and so much more, black and nothing less, black and educated, black is brilliant. Black is strong, black is resilient, black is song, black is infinite, like hip hop or space. Black is grace, black is love, black makes babies, black babies grow up, black is tough, black is hard to do. Black is me, black is you. Black is not something we get to choose, but it is something we get to cherish. It's something we get to wear, and we get to rock this with honor. I'm black like my granddaddy and my great-great-great-great-grandma. Black is that lift every voice and sing. Black is that letting your freedom ring and resound. Black is adjective, adverb, color, and noun. You so black. Oh, you so black. When you smile, the stars come out. Baby, you so black. When you're born, the God come out.
I used to feel like 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 time, wrap it in your mind, 'cause you'll never be the same again. Oh, go Negro, go find yourself. Go kneel down, go kiss that ground, 'cause nothing's gonna really change. Wish it gets deep in the bottom, deep in the bottom. You can't go deeper than the bottom. They get deep in the bottom, deep in the bottom. Can't get no deeper than the bottom of Africa. It don't get deeper. Oh, no, again. Can't get no deeper than the bottom. Oh, incognito, orphan child. Go sing your song. Go things right, things wrong. Everything's about to change. Races out of breath. Go pace your step. Make a social life out of social death. Everything changes. He said, go look in the mirror and see. Look at you, sister, look at me. Are we really just the same? I said, I'm back, it's covered in no creams. Breakings, we know where you are. Nothing's ever been the same.
don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy. 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 All you ladies pop your pussy like this. First you gotta put your neck into it. Don't stop, just do it, do it. Then you roll your tongue from the crack back to the front. Then you suck it all till I shake and come, nigga. Make sure I keep busting nuts, nigga, all over your face and stuff. Slow head, show me so much love. The best head comes from a thug. The dick good, thick, big and long. Slow fucking to the crack of dawn. On the edge, making faces and stuff. Through the night, making so much love. Dead sweet when the sun comes up. So lick it now, lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. Come on, right now, lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. You might roll dubs, you might have cheese, but fuck that nigga, get on your knees. A bitch like me moans and screams. The missus know what I mean. At the club, so fresh, so clean. A whole lot of niggas watching me. So high in the line on green. With a unit on my face, so mean. I got the pit, what nigga I need. To suck and fuck, nigga satisfy me. You try me, I make you see. Your bitches ain't got shit on me. So lick it now, lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. Come on, right now, lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. Do it now, lick it good. Suck this pussy just like you should. Come on, right now, lick it good. Suck this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack.
All right, I hope you had a blast listening to DJ Rokia. I told you she's amazing. I didn't lie. I love her. I told her many times, if one day I get married, you need to be the DJ during my wedding. I don't know why I'm telling you my personal life, but I'm sure you're thinking you want her to at one of your parties, right? But now it's time for me to say goodbye. If you want to follow me, why not? Because I didn't talk about my Instagram. It's Dena Diva. It's Dena Comedy on Facebook, but I honestly don't know who still uses Facebook. But please, if you're on Facebook, follow me there too. But actually, I shouldn't say goodbye. I should say let's meet on the platform of Wonder Me. I will repeat it for the ones who maybe arrived late or forgot. There is a link for Wonder Me in your mailbox. You can find it in the comments on YouTube, in the Facebook event, on the website of the New Year's reception. So you will not be lost. If you have any problem with the link, there is staff to help you. You can reload the link. So I will not say goodbye. I will say see you on Wonder Me and have a wonderful time.